Wait, just 2 seconds. I swear, I'm just trying to fix something. I've got like... I was setting this up earlier, but I thought it worked, and now it's not. Oh wait, I think I hold on. I gotta test that again. I'm testing something. Okay. That still didn't seem to work. Hold on, why is it... Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. How many fucking times am I gonna have to do this? Okay, hold on. Let me test this. Why? Okay. Only one of my models is getting pummeled right now. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. You know what? I'll let you guys see me struggling to figure this out. Ta-da! I have both my models here right now. Dude, I'm trying to get... Okay, so I have extra redeems here for today. Let me check that I've got this labeled correctly. Yeah, that's labeled right. So then this should be working, but I can't quite figure out why it's not. Double Agni, I know! Now you can really see, like, the quality difference between my 3D model looking so jank next to my live 2D. It's beautiful. It's Agni and Agni, 2 for the price of 1 today. Oh wait, Razzle Dazzle is behind me. Hold on, I gotta move my boy. Wait, where the fuck is he? Why is he behind me? He should be in front of me. Little buddy, come here. Scooch. Right there. There he is. We need a 3D Razzle Dazzle. I will work on it as soon as I finish my base modeling for, like, new models. It is a plan, though. Also, you know what else I'm planning? One day, when I'm smart enough, okay, so I use Warudo for my 3D model, for my tracking, because it's awesome and it works great. I know of one VTuber who he is able to have like all of his viewers. You know how we have stream avatars, which I have turned off today because I wanted to keep things simpler for my PC. So he basically has the equivalent of stream avatars, but it's all these cute little 3D chibis walking around the environment behind him. Like in the 3D environment his VTuber is in, and I'm like, I want that so bad. And I know who made it. I know who like did that for him, who made it for him. And so I'm like so tempted. I'm like, what if I go to them and ask them to make for me? How much would that cost? That's right. You guys could, I could literally go around my 3D environment and bonk you on the head if you really wanted. Okay. Let me see if I can check a couple of these. So just for today, because I'm testing it, I have literally set it as I've set hydrate to 10 points. And so this is going to be like a test for today. And then after today, hydrate will not be this low and it won't be available if I'm not using my 3D model. But damn it. Nothing's working. Oh, this is making me salty. Wait. I know why. Settings. Aha! That's why! Okay, I figured out why. I'm dumb, guys! I'm dumb! Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. The mischievous would be unparalleled. It would be great! You would love it, and I know you would. Okay. I gotta log in my thing. And then it should work. Come on. Okay, now I can test it again. So that... Oh, right. Hydrate has a cooldown because I was worried that people might go a little ham. Okay, and now both of me get hit! See? Isn't that fun? That's 2 for the price of 1. Just for today. And then hydrate. See, you get so much more out of today's stream. Aren't you glad? Aren't I so gracious? I wanted to talk about the differences between the models and like the quality difference. That's a lot of Wawa, I know. You're gonna drown my flame. It's crazy. But I literally just wanted to do this so I could talk about why I'm making a new 3D model. Because if we're being realistic, a lot of people found me through my TikToks with my 3D model because I was like, I can't wait for debut to start posting, and I want to make TikToks because I know people will see them. And so that's what I did. And it worked out. It worked out pretty well in my favor. I did get a lot more people showing up. So, real quick, let me fix some of my layout real quick. Okay. I've got like everything's kind of a mess right now. Hold the fuck up. Okay, well, my 3D model tracks that way too well. You can tell 100% that I just fucking sneezed. Even when I mute, my 3D tracking. That's okay. So I wanted to talk about the differences between 3D and live 2D. And so I have worked with my live 2D model a good bit, and I know the limitations of that versus my big sneeze. Yeah, it was. I know the limitations of my live 2D versus my 3D model, which I spent all that time making and like having to do a whole bunch of stuff for. And now I see like, oh no, I didn't even do that good. Like the thing that I focused on when it came to my 3D model was having something functional that I could use to create content so that I'd have something to put out. And actually I should probably change my layout just a little bit. So like scooch just a little bit down, or maybe we zoom in, we do head and shoulders, and I'll just scooch this shoot. Guys, I know what I'm doing. I'm a streamer, guys. Hold on. Does that work? That does not work. Okay. My whole setup is a little jank right now because... Okay, that's not bad, actually. That seems fine. It's a little jank right now because I have to have everything on multiple screens. And so I'm like looking back and forth, and I've got my OBS popping up, and then I have this over here and this over here. Anyway... So when I was making this model, the whole thought process was, okay, I just need something that works. And then it was like, oh wait, if I'm just making something simple, I should make it low poly so that I can have like a Quest version of my model on VR chat. And it works as a Quest model on VR chat, but it's not very good. If we're being fully realistic, it sucks bad. There are so many problems with the model. And the few things that it does well are display my very basic design in 3D. Wow, I have full 360 reference, and that's the only really good thing I can say about my 3D model. My live 2D model does like a really amazing job of capturing the sort of essence that I am supposed to have. And looking at it next to my 3D model, my 3D model looks so fucking jank comparatively. It looks so bad. I spent so long on this model, it's actually crazy. So I promise, when I'm talking bad about it, like, it's because I've spent so long looking at it. Like, look, it's lacking every detail. It took me so long to make this. It was really hard. And I look at it now, I'm like, oh, I fucked it up. It's bad. I was so proud of it when I had it finished too. This was the second ever full 3D model that was fully rigged that I had ever finished. I had a second one that I was working on between the first one and this one, so technically this would have been the third if those files hadn't gotten deleted, and I was really sad about that. I worked really hard on that second model, and I do hope to go back to it at some point, just because it was a lot of fun to make. But like, I could actually, I kind of want to show off. They're multiplying, I know. I kind of want to show off the parts where I went a little too ham, or parts where like there were details, but I couldn't quite execute them well. And okay, so let's go to my other screen for this. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm gonna move this over here, and I will scooch the, oh, why is there another me? There's another one! Wait, they're multiplying. There we go, okay. There was a secret run hidden behind me. Okay, so I will be right here, and then let's take a look at my 3D model. So keep in mind, I'm being mean to myself because I have to critique myself so I can grow, because I will be working with Blender today on my new model, and you guys will get to see the progress on my new model, which I haven't even UV unwrapped yet because I'm still working on a lot of the topology, and I am trying to make it as good as possible. Bro's collabing with himself. I am! Isn't that cool? So one of the details I was sorely disappointed by, so I worked very hard on my ponytail. Oh wow, it moves a lot in some places, more than others. So with the ponytail, I referenced other 3D models because like I wanted it to look good. But part of the issue with that, I just realized there's some jankness going on, and I'll have to point that out later. But with the ponytail, I didn't think about how many bones would be going into it, and I didn't realize that that would be an issue. And so now, like, if I wanted to make a low poly, like, ponytail, the whole point would just be to have one set of polygons that goes through, one set of bones that goes through the whole thing, and then they all track from that. But since I didn't do that, I've got all of these little wispy bits because I wanted it to look kind of like a fireball. Like this is a fireball and it kind of goes upwards. I don't know. I felt like that would be cool, but no. Putting bones in my shit? Nah. I want the pizza boneless. What the fuck? Okay. So let me see if I can get an angle where you can really see it. You can see the breaking of the polygons because the bones don't fucking work. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Listen, man, boneless pizza is sad. Why would you have pizza without bones? It's better with the bone in, okay? Anyway. So literally, if you take a look at, like, especially right here, you can see even just the slightest wiggles. I didn't quite do the weight painting right. I will tell you, UV unwrapping was kind of bad, but not really. Weight painting was the pain of my existence. It was so bad. Shout out to Bone In Pizza. Hell yeah. But, oh my god, dude. Look here as well. So if you look right here, I could have swore I did the bones right, but still I got it turned out wrong. And it was so disappointing. Hi, Vamp! Sorry, okay, so today we're going over how I fucked up my 3D model because a lot of people found me through my videos with my 3D model. And it was because I made this 3D model from scratch just so I'd have something to post with. And I was like, oh, and then I'll be able to do VR streams, like, you know, because that's how I like to do my presentations. And I want to talk about where I messed everything up because I messed up a lot of stuff. And I learned there are more efficient ways to do what I chose to do. And I see where my mistakes were. And looking at the artwork and the shading and everything of my model, my live 2D model in comparison to my 3D model, I see it's lacking in a lot of detail. And it's a little sad because it's frustrating. It's frustrating seeing it. Now, I was working off of my concept art at the time. So I made this when I was just seeing my concept art. But if we're being super fair to me, I did pretty dang good for having, like, minimal reference to go off of. So I have my side ponytail, and I did a lot of, like, intricate work, kind of for nothing. Like, I went in and I made this crown braid so that like wrapped around my head, because I was quite certain that was how the design was supposed to go, but I don't know anymore. And I was super detailed on the face. Like, I did so much detail work. Actually, you can see that my teeth are kind of high polygon. The braid is clean. Thank you. I tried really hard. So I had a whole bunch of independent things that I tried to do, and I literally looked up like how people model braids in 3D, because I'm like, no, that's not gonna look right. And I don't want it to be like a full thing. I just want it to be one side. And so I actually found someone who could like show me how to do it. It was so fucking nice. Double Agni is throwing me. I'm glad that you get to be shocked and amazed by two of me. I will say, it's kind of crazy now. Like, oh my God. Hold on. Let's look at how unfucking clean my polygon work is. It's so bad, guys. It's so icky. Though, look at how nice that matte cap looks on my like collar here. Isn't that nice? Wow. Honestly, that looks pretty cool. I gotta do more work with like your buff. Sorry. No, it's cool. That was the whole point. So my concept art, I was decently strong, and so that was kind of the whole thing. Is I'm like, oh, I want my muscles to be like more defined and all that, and it didn't quite come out in my live 2D model, which is fine. I'm not upset about that. I think it turned out really pretty. But I was so focused on like making my body first and then clothes. Is that where your Fugi is ripped? Yeah! It's because the whole point was that I'm strong. Believe it or not, guys. Holy cow. Yeah. So my whole thing was that I was big and I'm strong. Even though I'm a little on the shorter side, I'm strong. I even paid attention to details. So when you flex your muscles just right, you're actually able to find this divot between these muscles. And so you end up having this dip, and it looks, it's something that I focus on in the mirror every so often, just because I'm like, I'll sit there and I'll flex my muscles until it gets exactly that dip, because it's like one of my favorite things to look at. I don't know. Sorry. You're proportioned. So Agni is always flexing on us. Always. I'm flexing. But another thing is, for my original concept, I chose flat-chested. I wanted to be flat-chested. And that did not happen with my live 2D model. As you can see, with my live 2D model, I got some extra assets. And I was a little surprised. I'm not upset. I think the artwork they did and everything was beautiful. And so I'm not going to complain by any means, but it was like very shocking to me when I saw my model. I'm like, oh, huh? Shout out to the itty bitty titty committee. I figured being flat would work better for me. Just because, I don't know, booba's kind of get in the way when you're working out and stuff. Shout out to medium is premium. Listen, I'm a thigh person. Thick thighs save lives. Let's be real, okay? And so that was like actually one of my focuses on my model. Shout out to tit. Actually, that is how my live 2D model gets stuff thrown at it. Tits. Shout out to tits. And Opie is truth. For real, for real, for real. Hold on. I have to scoot this back around. Scooch back down. Hide. Ow! Dude, okay, the way that looked from my perspective, it looked like something hit the 3D model in the face and bounced off and hit the live 2D model in the face. It's beautiful. So yeah, now when you throw things at me, 2 for the price of 1! Double damage day. Oh yeah, and you can hydrate and it'll drown me in water, which is one of my favorite things. And just for today, hydrate is cheaper, just so that, like, you know, you guys can experiment with it and have fun. See? Bully both Agni day. It's true. Today is a double bully day. It's allowed. Ass all the way, brother. Andonology all the way, fellas. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Andintology. Fuck it. Whatever. I was close enough that first time. Oh, fish! Fuck, I forgot the fish. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. That was the one thing I forgot. Because I literally focused on everything else. That is my bad. For real. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Fish. Fish. Okay. Now let me see if I can go in and actually redo that one. Because I'm pretty certain I can... What the fuck? Why is it doing that? Test cast? What? Why did it do that? That was weird. Okay, sorry. That's the first time I've seen the test cast thing pop up. Agni scam me out of my points! Adonatology? Adonatology? I believe you. I believe you. Whoa. What the... Follow. I open up my Twitch and I just see hot VTuber, and I'm like stun locked for a minute. Damn, what am I seeing, guys? Okay, I gotta stop being distracted over here. What the fuck is going on? Okay, let's go over to my chat real quick. 3D model moves a lot more. I noticed that. Yes! So the tracking on the 3D model is set entirely on my Warudo setup, which I specifically like to have a lot of movement. In fact, I have 2 setups for this model in particular. There's the normal setup, and then there's the full body tracking setup. So I have full body tracking, and so whenever I want to do something with full body tracking and like do stuff that's fun and silly, I can put on my full body trackers, and my software, I have a whole other setup just so that it will only move the fingers and track my face so that the body won't move extra more than I'm actually moving with my trackers. I have 2 different setups just for that. Oh yeah, and the mouth tracking's a lot more, if we're being realistic. So for my mouth tracking, I did full AR kit tracking because I'm gonna be so real. It's way easier to do on Blender with the 3D model than it is for a live 2D model. You be kind of fast. I have no idea what you just said. Sorry. It's the 3D tracking software. The whole setup for my 3D tracking software is what makes it move faster. Faster! I have to chill because I'm getting kind of excited because I like talking about my 3D stuff. Hold on. Let me go. I have to go to my channel and my chat and this and okay, I see that. And then, okay. Oh, that's interesting. What is going on? What is happening? Guys, I'm so smart. Aha! Oh, wait. Okay, well that did something. That's something. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, fuck. Here. Type in the fish command. Fish. And you get a fish. Fish for free! Also, thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna take a sip. Gotta move carefully because this cup is very full. I filled it up more than I was expecting to before stream. Free fish, you say? That's right. Free... God damn it, I got keys? Whoever dropped their keys in the lake, I'm gonna find your house. I'm gonna find it. Oh, you guys want to see somewhere where my model's really broken? Hold on. I have to show this to you because it makes me laugh. I didn't realize it was broken. Look, the polygons in my neck open up. They're not fully attached. I didn't realize that when I was working on it. And I'm so fucking salted. Wait, we can fish for free now? Yeah, do the fish command. Just for today. Today is a freebie day. Ballhead ass. For real, dude, I fucked up so much of this model and I'm so mad about it. Because I spent so long on it. So you can literally see there's so many points where you can see straight through the background. I'm nearly headless Nick at this point. Do you have something to tell us about your neck, Agni? It's fake. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Is the fish command not working, guys? What happened? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Where is... Let me hide the fish thingy for a sec, and then let me go check the settings. I have to do this because the settings are secret. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. That one, and this one, and that one. And what? Wait. Oh, okay. You scared me again! I know, I can't believe I've done it twice. I tricked you twice somehow. Okay. How? What? Hold on. Here, let me try something. Let me try something real quick. Let me try something. Whoa. Looked at my phone, you're so close. It's because I'm showing off the little things that I messed up. Why is the model winking at us? No reason. Oh yeah, I could do the rock eyebrow a little bit. I can raise one eyebrow at a time. Isn't that cool? Don't you love that? Here, let me... What about that? Did that work? No? Why is the fish thing not listening? Wait, is it listening? Oh, it is working! Hold on. You're fishing me? Yeah, I can make other people fish by typing in fish and then their username. Weird drawing of a fish. Wait, that's so fucking cool though. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, so that way if like somebody doesn't get their points of one, I can refund it by typing in fish and then their username. I'm keeping that one. Hell yeah, that's a good one. I'm glad you got it. That's awesome. I'm super excited. Okay. So let's take a look at some other things that are messed up on my model. Oh no, you can see my axes. Let me put that away. Hold on, hold on. I gotta click off of it. There we go. Can't have you looking at my axes, weirdos. So the skirt moves actually pretty dang good. Feet! Yeah, well, my feet are visible on both of my models, so that's not going away anytime soon. So if you like, okay, I put so much fucking effort into shading even like the little details on my legs. Like, it's crazy. Oh, the seam! I fucked up on the seam, guys. Put your feet away. I won't. Whoa, hi, Lyra. I'm putting my feet away now. Hold on, hold on. Oh, this is the worst fucking time. It's great. It's great to see you, Lyra and company. Hi, guys. Oh, it's great to see you. How's everybody doing? How's Valheim? Oh my god, I am. Oh, I love you, Lyra. No feet in front of new people. I know. Oh my gosh. Hello. You interrupted feed time. Damn you. Listen. Okay, I'm just showing off my 3D model and where I messed up, and I was showing off the points where I put in too much detail, like where I shaded the ankle bone, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have gone that detailed on it because it doesn't even matter and nobody's gonna see it. She's showing off her feet. She's lying. Nuh-uh. Oh, can we have some Agni feet? Well, if Lyra's asking. Dude, okay, so allow me to explain what I was talking about. So the ankle bones here is what I was over shading, and I realized I messed up on like the seam of the inside of my leg. You can see it all the way up. There's the seam, that's where my lines were cut. All we saw were knees and calves. And so I am just showing off everything I did. And you can, oh my god, I hate that you can see all the polygons because I made it lower poly. Hell yeah! All I saw were knees and calves. Good. That was good. That was the intention, was that, you know, people didn't see anything. But, okay, allow me to show you. So this skirt has 2 technical layers, and they are both attached to the body. So this is all like one polygon thingy. You guys can fish, saying fish. But Agni said just for today. It should work for today, but I don't know if it is. Half the time it's not working at all, so I don't know what's going on. I don't have enough to fish. Here, literally, Lyra, I'm pretty certain you can just type in fish. And it fishes. It should work, and if it doesn't work, I'll fish for you. I'll type in your username, and it'll give you fish. Ooh, a carp. Okay, so I got a carp. So we'll see what Lyra gets. Okay, nothing. So I'll do it for Lyra. Okay, fish. Fish. Lyra. There we go. There we go. See? I can fish for you. And then you get free fish. Just for you. That way, if somebody ends up missing out on their points, I at least can give them back a fish. Oreochromis. That is a crazy fish. Damn. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Real quick, I have to show you guys because I put way too much fucking detail into it. So these little side portions, I shaded both the outside and, if you look, the underside is shaded differently because of the folds. I shaded both the inside and outside of all of the parts of the skirt. Everything has double shading. I got distracted by the bot and it pissed me off. Thank you, Squid. Is that even an actual fish? I'm pretty certain it is. Okay, yeah, it's just you that can do it. Awesome! Great! That means I can fish for everyone if I wish. Fish made of Oreo. Might taste good. Ooh, imagine Oreo fish. Yummy. Oh, okay. Let me zoom in so you can see the metals a little better. It's not going to show very well on that one. So we'll go up to my armband and you can see that there's like a sort of texture to the metal on all of the like things on my outfit. There's a special little texture to all of them. They should be a little bit bumpy, but it's kind of hard to see with the lighting that I have right here. It might be a little easier to see right here. That one might be the clearest you're gonna get it. Is that an actual fish? It's even one of my favorites, I think. It's an actual fish. Wow, nice. Okay, hell yeah. That's a cool fish. That's cool. I put so much effort into like little details because I wanted to like, I don't know. I wanted to show that I was putting forth the effort. And so I shaded everything. I was very careful about all of the details. And I knew that the underside of the skirt is brown while the outside of the skirt is red. So I was very careful. But since it is a double layer skirt, the outside tends to clip into the inside when it moves, and I couldn't figure out how to undo that. Wow. Agni lied to us. We still have to pay. That's right. Sorry. I'm a scammer now. That's my life. Oh yeah, and you guys get to see the muscle definition. So I went kind of light with the muscle definition, but on my live 2D model, you don't see it at all, which is fine. I can live with that. But yeah, no, I had flat chest and muscles, and I kind of went a little less ham with my back muscles, but next time with this upcoming model, I want you to know I'm going full fucking ham with my back muscles, okay? I'm not leaving a single fucking detail out. Muscles galore. You guys are not going to be able to escape it. I love the shading or texture of the gold jewelry. Thank you. I had to use a matte cap for those just so that like it would all look correct, because otherwise the shine on the gold wasn't right. Also, look it, you can see my tan lines. I didn't get my tan lines in my live 2D model, which I was a little sad about. I love my tan lines. They're possibly the hottest part about my design. Make sure to remove your neck. Yes, I will make sure to, you know, show everybody that I'm nearly headless. Oh, this is a great opportunity to show you guys my teeth. My teeth have actual full polygon detail for zero reason, just because I liked the way that it looked. And there was a 3D modeler that I really liked that put detail like that into his teeth. And so I can't stop myself now. Lips and teeth. It's true, yeah. So I did the black outline as well that you see in like the Hoyoverse games. So like in Zenless and stuff, they have this black outline that really like adds clarity to the movement of the mouth, and that was something that I really wanted, and so I added it. By the way, I know you don't want it done for you, but if you need help or pointers, I have a lot of people who could maybe help out or answer. Oh, with like oh no, the train ran away. Uh-oh. Okay. Thought gone. I had a thought and it literally completely vanished. I'm rereading the statement. I lost it. It's gone. It's gone. Damn. Next time, can you make something with points if you're using the 3D model? We can feed you. Actually, I have a head pat redeem, but I haven't finished fully. So I have a thing where you guys could literally do a head pats on the 3D model. Now feeding, I'm not sure, but I do know there's like a lot of different things you can do with the 3D model. It's so nice. I really love the setup. And it's one of those things, sometimes I get a little bit tempted to use my 3D model, and then I look at it next to my live 2D model and I'm like, actually, I think I won't. So let me, hold on. Now is the time where I pull up Blender so I can show you what I have been working on. Let me scooch the, fish. Let me scooch fish over here, and then I can... Can we feed you? And got whiplash. Kind of like throw the food. Kind of like the throw. We just throw food in your mouth. Maybe a plate. You know what? If we think of a way where I could it would literally land in my mouth, I would set up a redeem for a snack. I would set up a snack redeem. That'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun. I would have to look at the targeting system. So I know there's an independent targeting system inside of the 3D tracking software, which is what I've been using for the throw mechanic. Sorry, I have mac and cheese. So I would be using that mechanic, and if I could use it to target something like the inside of the mouth, then it would probably work. But it probably moves too fast for me to be able to like get it into my mouth, unless my mouth is fully open. Okay. So let me close this and scooch this over here. And then I gotta go to studio mode. Studio mode. So that I can add it to the scene. And grab this one with the blender. Now, I will say, it looks awful right now. I'm gonna be so real. It looks 100% not good right now. So, I have been working on it. So don't judge super hard. Let me scooch my... So I'll have my 3D model down here with... right here. I'll just be right here. There we go. And now there's 2 of me judging right now. So here is my 3D model. I've been working on it. I've been working on, you know, trying to minimize the amount of polygons in the hand while also still having the higher amount of polygons in the body, just so that everything works and looks smooth. And I'm the sort of person, I'm a huge fan of like this little tummy squish right here. I don't know. It's something that I personally really, really love. God damn. Now, also, she does have quite thick thighs, but her knees might be a little small. So I am still working on everything. I also did the like minimizing polygons on the feet because I don't know, hands and feet, they get really complicated after a certain point, and I kind of just didn't want to do that. And so, oh yeah, I'm still working on like sculpting a lot of the shapes. There's a lot of like pieces that still need a lot of work, but I'm doing my best. I'm paying attention to like the anatomy that I've learned. I've learned a lot of anatomy for sculptors for a couple of years now. Shout out to Venus Tummy. Yes. It's good. Hold on. Now it looks like your twin sister's on stream with me. Hell yeah! There's 2 of me, guys. I'm so special that there's 2 of me. So here's the thing. I am making this model with the intention that this is the base model. What's the name of my twin? Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Now I'm like thinking, okay, instead of my twin, I am planning on making another version of me, since, you know, I'm the sort of person who likes to have different forms. And at some point, you guys will see a big buff man form of me. I will have a huge Bara body someday. I'm gonna make one. But I also have the intention to make a very cute version of me, like a little itty bitty cutie version of me, so that everybody gets to look at me and goes, oh, so cute. So I am going to actually have to think of like some mildly different names for those ones. It looks like a puppet. Bara body? Capybara? Oh my god. Back from the ads. Welcome back. Dude, this is possibly one of the most high energy streams other than yesterday. Yesterday was a lot of energy. This is, I don't know. I'm so glad that I'm like fully recovering from being sick because I feel so good right now. My energy is so awesome. Ooh, okay. So, a couple of details that I do have to fix and work on. I want to focus on like certain eye shapes. So there's certain things with the eyes here that bug me and I can't quite get them right no matter what shapes I do. And so I'm trying to figure that out. Just go with the vowel. Agni, Agna, Agno, Agne, Agnu. No! Come on. There's gotta be... Okay, hold on. For the little cute one, what if it's just Agmini? You know, A-G-M-I-N-I. Agmini. How many times do you think you said Agni? How many times do I think I said Agni? That's a good question. At least 7. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me show you a detail. I had to sit down and like go through so much fucking learning to figure out how to sculpt this ear. So if I actually go to the head and I go to object mode and I go to edit mode, you can see that this has its own specific edge line because I made the ear separate of the head with specific like setups just so that it would come out smooth in the end. Oh my gosh, I did so much for that. And then I kept the inside of the mouth super minimal for now, just so that I could focus on the outside structures, and the inside structure was something that I could focus on later. And I'm not super worried about it because even if it's on the lower poly side, the inside of the mouth doesn't have to be huge. I'm drunk. Seeing double, almost triple. True, true, true. I could really mess with people, and every so often, whenever I'm working on artwork, I just have all of my Agni models all like lined up on the bottom. Imagine how fun that would be, guys. Wouldn't that be great? Have you ever thought about making a 3D model for Razzle Dazzle? I have! I intend to make a 3D model for Razzle Dazzle as soon as I have 3D models for all of the girls, because I want them to be in VR with me, because I love them. So originally I just had like, okay, let me nerd out for a minute because let's go back to object mode so I can select the body and then back to edit mode. So with the body, I kind of just had this line going straight down the middle, and then I realized there were too many like polygons that were gonna go through this area, and it was just gonna look cluttered and weird, and it made me frustrated. So I realized I could minimize it by creating sort of this shape. So I had an extra one here, and then you merge it over here into this one, and so this one merges to that one, this one becomes a triangle, and then you add an additional set of polygons right here, and it creates this sort of loop, which is so perfect for the exact shading that I want, which is bringing it right down into here, which is so, it's not necessary, but like, it's a little thing that you start to learn when you spend enough time doing 3D modeling and looking at other 3D models. So I'm going to be so real. I'm very proud of how it's turned out. Now I will be very realistic. It's not perfect. There's a lot of issues with it, and I still have a lot of tweaking that I need to do, and I'm going to be working on it. But I wanted to show off what I've done already, because what I did is hard, man. This shit's hard. I made this hand from scratch. I made the feet from scratch. I did so much. I have this square space around the booty because it gives it a better topology, and just everything, and the thighs and the knees. Look at the knees. I put so much effort in, guys. Agni cares about her feet. I do, actually, okay? I put effort in to modeling everything and making sure it looks good and that it'll work. And I'm gonna have to add a couple more polygons here because this is bad. This doesn't look good. But adding it this direction isn't as bad for me than adding it this direction. And if I do add it this direction, I have to be super careful because I actually don't want more polygons in the toes. That's one of the things I'm trying to avoid, is adding more polygons to the toes. Seeing all this is making me so scared to get back into modeling. That's the thing, is you don't have to do a ton of like crazy modeling because you're able to keep things simple. That's why a lot of people do like low poly models. They're simpler, they look good, and they're very charming. I am a big fan of these models that are like painfully realistic. It's like so good, but like I know that I'm not there yet. Also, I want you to know, just now when I did this, I was pinching my nose, but it looks like I'm pinching my live 2D model's nose. I was pinching the bridge of my nose. It's beautiful, guys. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I have to check the proportions of the arms. So on my current 3D model, I actually think I might have messed up the proportion of my upper arm. I think I made it too short. It looked correct, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I actually did mess it up. And I need to make the upper arm a little longer and the lower arm a little shorter. But like, I've spent apparently 3 years learning modeling, and one of the hellhounds is baying outside. He's baying at the outside. but he is currently on the floor directly below my room. And I can hear him so crystal clear. He's so fucking dumb. The hellhounds are a special kind of dumb. Okay. Oh yeah, look. I did it for the elbows too. So, here's the thing. When it comes to joints, the inside of the elbow does bend in this sort of V shape. So, I actually have specific topology. Maybe I can go to my Blender file for my for Agni. Let me okay, let me open up another one real quick just to show off my Agni work, because I will say I was very proud of it, and I did a lot of work, and I worked very hard, and it took a long time. But I want you to see where I made specific choices to get the best effect that I wanted with the limited knowledge that I had. So let's go to wait, that can't be right. I think this is the correct one. Maybe it's gonna take a second though, because I've okay. Yes, this is the correct one. Okay. So let's move. Let me swap over to that one, because I've got them in two separate files right now. We'll swap over to this one. So this is the file with my 3D model. So you can see, here, let me turn down the wireframe a bit, because I don't like it being such high opacity. I just want you to be able to see where my lines were. So here, I know that the muscles here kind of give off that V shape. And when it bends with the bones that I put there, it actually bends correctly. It looks right when it bends like that. And so I added this extra little bit right here as well, so that the elbow would pop out and this part would tuck in. And it looked right, but it isn't how it's supposed to be done. It's not the best way that it can be done. And you can actually see all of the little details I put everywhere. You can't even see it on my shading, but I have these rib lines just for the bottom of my rib cage, because I know that it's there. And so I wanted to put the detail in. And so I have some triangles. There are triangles in some parts of my design, because I was like, you know what? In this place, it will be okay to have a triangle or two. But I did everything in my capabilities to avoid triangles at like every opportunity. So let's take a look at like all of this. So much detail. I really cared about this. So while what you see is very basic, to me, I was looking at this every day for months. And in that time, I was like, I really want it to look just right. So let me see. So if you want to see, the body is literally all of that. The outfit is built into the body. So if I go to it, I think I had an additional one where I set it up where the skirt's detached so that I could try it with like different things, because I wanted to see if like maybe there was something I could do to fix it, because the bones were kind of a mess. But I couldn't quite figure it out. And so you end up missing out on a lot of the like shading that I put on like the legs here. So if I go into the texture paint and I go to, where's the correct one? Hold on. I gotta go back to my layout and go to my materials and skin. There we go. Skin. Oh, it's taking a sec. She's chugging. Uh-oh. Ooh, you want to get back into modeling. Ooh. So, here, let me... Okay. Now that I've selected skin, let's go back to shading. Not shading. Texture paint. And we could zoom out. And if we go into, not texture paint, but to edit mode, and then I click off, you can see where all of the detail is on the body. So you can see all of the tan lines I put everywhere. I was so meticulous about my details. Great googly moogly. Yes, this is the skin unwrapped. So all of this effort, and there's a good portion of it that you can't see and you'll never see because it's covered up and it's in a place where like you can't see it. Like all the way up there, I have tan lines right at the edge of the skin. Biblically accurate Agni. It's crazy for real. Like seeing all the details and stuff. Now I will say a lot of these like facial portions, I modeled based on another model that I had bought ages ago because I was like, the way that they do their faces are so pretty and it just looks good. And so I modeled it after them and it looks really pretty. The eyelashes are great. But at the same time, I'm like, it's just not quite what I want. Like, it's really, really pretty. But if we're being realistic, it's not the type of model that I really want to go for. I have a specific model in mind that I want to try and do, but it's not that. What part of the model did you work on the most and least on? Okay, so the thing that I worked on the most, much to my never-ending chagrin, was the ponytail. Let's take a look at this ponytail. We'll hide the other stuff for now. Whoops, not that one. There we go. So let's take a look at this ponytail. This was modeled after, so at the time, I was looking at the MMD models that are publicly available for Zenless, Genshin, and no, I don't think Honkai has them. But Zenless and Genshin, I was looking at their models and I'm like, oh, they have this really good style. And I believe I looked at Acheron? Yeah, I looked at Acheron's ponytail because I think she had like this like flat spiral. And I'm like, oh, I can make that work. I can make that happen. And so I used that as inspiration to build this entire ponytail. And then let's take a look at the fucking bones in this thing. Okay? Let's look at the bones because, oh my God. Let's see if I can, yeah. Let's hide all the bones except for the ponytail bones. Look at that. That's all of the bones for the ponytail. Just looking at that ponytail makes sense that you worked on it the most. Yeah. So the weight painting is the thing that I actually ended up having to work on the most. Modeling it, oh, that was zen. That was easy mode. And then weight painting was literally my nightmare because there was no way that the auto weights worked. And so I was screwed. I was so sad. So literally just looking at it and I have this beautiful gradient of like this red to orange to yellow and it looks so pretty. Weight painting is literally a pixel perfect art. It is. It's actually the worst part of modeling for me. I hate it so much. I worked so hard on this ponytail and then I went to weight painting and I'm like, wait, why isn't it working? What? Oh, I was crying, dude. I debated on giving up because of weight painting. but I didn't. I didn't give up. And I okay, here. Now we can take a better look at my face. So let's take a look at like the head. Oop. Come on. So I spent a lot of time focusing on like the front view and the side view, but like there wasn't really a good way for me to figure out how to get the side view to look quite right. So it does definitely look jank. Ads! Yeah, sad. Oh yeah, little ear piercing. I was supposed to put my, so I have a since I have this little earring on the side, I was supposed to make my earring, but I ended up deciding that it was too much work at the time. Oh my gosh, let me show you the shading of the fucking head. Holy cow, the hair shading was annoying. I wasn't sure what the fuck I was doing. The eyes need to be more concave. They do. I had them a little concave, but just not enough. And I was worried that, like, it wouldn't look right, and I didn't know what I was doing. And so now I do have a new method that I will be doing, which is based on a 3D modeler who I very much admire. So yeah, because if you look from behind, that was my issue, was when I was looking from behind, it goes invisible, and I'm like, hold on a minute. What am I messing up here? And so yeah, I needed it to, yeah. I know how to fix it now. And like what methods I plan on doing now. It's just like at the time I was struggling. Also, the neck post, holy shit, annoying as shit. So this bit was not supposed to be visible from the front. In fact, I realized later that, oh yeah, this doesn't have to be perfectly flat. I can literally just make it so that it goes up like this, like it would for the neck. I just went on my phone to watch the stream because of ads. Valid. But let's see. Oh yeah, the eyelash. So here's the thing. I wanted to do it more like towards the anime style that you see in like a lot of booth models, because I wanted it to look consistent and kind of anime-esque and like fit with the vibe of like what I knew the company vision was. But now that I already have my model, I'm like, okay, well now I kind of want to go with the sort of design that I really like, which is the more really, okay, here, let me do this with a model that I have paid for. So, okay, I have to open up another Blender window. Okay, so let's go to a model. This is a model that I paid for. Give me a sec, because I have to like collapse things and make it easier to look at. That's not right. Is it? Okay, there we go. Okay, I was like, is it still rendering? Okay. So I gotta hide like little parts of this just to make it easier and cleaner to look at. Okay, we'll call it good there. So let me swap the view again. I've got like a million things open right now. So this model is Hellworker by Kaibatu 2mm or 2mm. I always say Kaibatu 2mm. I follow them on literally everything. So this model is one that I have looked at for their incredible work, and all of their models is like something that I wish to study from, because they use the, what's it called? They use like Substance Painter and like go into, to detail on like all of these things and like make it look amazing. They have like all of the muscle detail. Like let's go into the back of these wings, and you can see even just like the knuckles on the wings have been detailed like that. It's the coolest thing. So like this bit of the like jacket. Okay, hold on. I'm bugging. Here. This is a really, really good example. So okay, there we go. If we remove the jacket, we can see literally all of the painting they did on the muscles. And look, you can see the obliques. Isn't that awesome? Every detail is accounted for. Like, okay. So, like, we can see their intricate muscle work and all of that. And if you want to see their wireframe, you can tell that like this is all substance paint. This is all like texture painting. Not texture painting. It's not just textures. It's the Substance Painter is the only way I know to reference it, but it's like, no. There's words for it. Basically, they use a special thingy that says this is where there are bumps in the mesh, even if the bumps are not there in the mesh. It's science. It's math. And so this shows you the intricate sort of detail and like understanding that they have of this. Look. Dude, I'm such a nerd about this modeler because they're so freaking good at what they do. And so they are who I wish to study from. They understand muscles and we love normals. Thank you, normals. Holy shit. That's what it is. They're normal mapping. So legit, you can see every fucking detail. Everything is crystal clear, even if it isn't perfectly like meshed out. And that's something that I want to do so bad. But I currently do not have Substance Painter and I do not have the money for it right now. And so that is a future wish. And for now, I'm just learning more on like the usage of like 3D modeling and whatnot. Dude, look at the detail. Okay, let's hide the gloves real quick so that you can see even the detail on the hands. Look at the veins. They even added the veins and the lines and the knuckles. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, Substance allows you to bake the textures and work based on that baked texture is so awesome. Yes, for real. It's okay. Since I first discovered their work, I've been obsessed with it. And that was like actually when I started deciding that I would learn to do the 3D modeling as like characters myself. And so it was like, oh, their work's beautiful. You can even see like they add the textures of the skin in some areas and it's really beautiful and amazing. And you know that they really understand how everything works because you can see it. And they even have a good idea of how certain muscles would work in fictional like anatomy. It's beautiful. Oh, it makes me so happy. Okay, sorry. I'm a bit of a nerd about this in particular. Like you can even see the nail beds. The nail beds, guys! They added the nail beds! So yeah, this is something I aspire to. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Like, here. Feet. We'll go look at their demon feet real quick. Wait, this is incorrect. Why is it so far away? Anyway, so look, you can even see that they like thought carefully about all of the details and where they would be, even in a setting where you don't have a ton of real. My femboy has just goober feet. That's so valid though. I'm gonna be so real. I'm the sort of person, like, I know my design is kind of vanilla, but like every so often I'm like, what if I went crazy with it? What if I went crazy with it? Don't worry, I got you. My teacher gave me a copy. Dude, you know what? Dude. I went looking for some friends who would have a copy for me if I could snag one, because if we're being realistic, paying a monthly price for Substance Painter is not an option. And I know that the one on Steam is like a lump sum of like 200 and something. I don't know, it's a lot and I'm not sure that I can get that right now, but it's still something that I definitely want, and I do plan to like look into it later on when I know that I have the money and that like I'm working more on my 3D models. But this very much shows me like what is possible with that. Oh, let me show you their head and their eyes. So this is something that I've looked at with eyes in general, is I looked at the way that they chose to do their eyes, because they intentionally chose to have it be an actual round eyeball. And I was like, I don't know, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Also. Okay, let's take a minute to admire how fucking cool it is. Okay? So let's go to oh wait, this is the wrong mode. Object mode. Head. So let's go take a look at the blend shapes. They have really like cool blend shapes for like their mouth. And they have like the like audio tracking sort of stuff, because they've got like things for VR chat, and it's really cool. I'm gonna be so real. And they do sadly, I believe, no longer allow people to use their 3D models as VTubers, which is sad. Hold on. I'm gonna allow it. I will allow it. So even just like the simple detailing on the mouth where they have these slits just so that they can have, where is it? Oh, come on, I gotta find where they can have these really big expressive like mouth shapes. That's something that I also really want. Like, dude. Okay, so this is the person, by the way, who inspired me to have the more detailed teeth. And I really like it. I don't know what it is. It's so cool. The way that they even model like the guns in and everything's so nice. It's really cool. I have to have it. And then like, look, isn't that awesome? Wow, how fun is that? I don't know. I'm a total geek for this person's modeling in particular. Just because they make it so good. There's no other way I can describe it. You have to run, be good, especially you, Squid. Yeah, Squid. Thank you for joining, Judge. I'm so glad you were here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Holy cow. Hell yeah, hydrate. Let me get a sip of that. What did I do? I want to work in Blender now. Isn't it awesome, right? Dude, it's one of those times where I get to see other people's work and I feel so in awe that I'm like, what if I tried that for myself? What if I just tried it real quick? You know damn well what you did. Sobs! Oh no! It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry. He can't hurt you anymore. Razzle's just peeking in the corner all cute like, isn't he? He's just a little cutie. Dude, I can't wait to make a Razzle Dazzle model. Okay. Ooh. Here's another thing that they did the normals on. Look at this. The normals on the horns. Bro. Is that not awesome? I have clothing in VR that's so poorly made, like, holy shit. I sent it to Squid and he can forward it to you if he feels like it. Dude, I feel that. Okay, that's another thing. Allow me to point out for you. So, the normals on the jacket and the clothes, it actually has that fabric texture on it. That's not just painting. That is the actual normals. They even added like some slight normals to the feathers, but not much. I'm pretty certain they kept it smooth for the most part because it's just feathers. Yeah, I can. Oh, I have, oh my gosh. I've seen some like clothes for like VR chat models, and I'm like, they're very simple, but like this looks familiar. That's crazy. Here, let me I gotta show off the normals on this as well, because even on the collar they have that fabric texture. They paid so much attention to everything. I feel genuinely in awe every time I get the opportunity to look at it. And I do look at it pretty frequently just because it's so good. They even paid attention to like where fabric would be cut based on the fact that he has these huge wings, and it wouldn't be comfortable to wear clothing where it just has like slits for wings, especially being that his wings are huge. It's cool. It's cool. I really love it. Even the tie. Everything has such intricate detail, and it inspires me. And so and for whatever reason, I do not have textures on the pants. I don't know why. I can't remember what happened with that, but either way, it doesn't matter. I'm just happy with like the fact that I'm able to take this like into my thought processes for studying and looking at like all of this. I don't know. I'm a nerd a little bit when it comes to specifically these 3D models. I've had the opportunity to look at like 3 of this person's 3D models, and they're gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. And so every opportunity I get, I try to like mentally memorize all of the details that they have. I'm like, these are things that they do. These are things that are really good. And so I definitely want to work towards this as like a goal for something that I'm capable of doing one day. But for now, it isn't even really something that I can work towards with my current design. That's just not very me, sadly. But one day, I'm gonna have something crazy. You guys are gonna see the craziest stuff from me. So, let's go back to the one I'm working on now. So, here are some details that I know I need to rework right now. So currently I got to work on the cakes and like the shape of the back a little bit, because right now it's squooshed, and that's not how booties work, sadly. So that needs to be reworked, and then I need to make sure that I have enough polygons in the chest just to make sure that when I'm making the sizes bigger, that it isn't going, like I might add just one more cut into it just to like keep it smooth, and then I will separate it, and then I'll apply the subdivision, and then I'll apply the mirror, and then I will start working on setting up the blend shapes, because you can't apply a mirror when you have blend shapes, so you have to delete the blend shapes, which is totally not what I want. And once I have that, then I'll like set up the blend shapes for the different body types that I want, and I will be, I don't know, like I've got a lot of stuff that I need to work on for this, and so it's a lot. It's gonna be a long game. It's a long game, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. I'm very excited about it. There's some portions where I'm like, I know some details should be added, like the backs of the knees. I'm pretty certain I'm supposed to add some stuff there. And I gotta refine the shapes of the legs, because this isn't quite right. There's something wrong about it for sure. And then of course, paying attention to refining the shapes based on what bodies I want here. So I want the option to like have this be the base model for all of the girls. I want this to be fully set up so that once I'm done with the Agni model, I can use the exact same base model and turn it into Nia and Lyra and Bubbles, all 3 of them. That way that we all have like a good, clean model that functions and looks good and is comfy and all that good stuff. That's what I'm like aspiring for. And okay, last night I did try to do this same thing up here, right here, because I'm like, there's just too many lines here in between the chest. And then I realized like, that isn't gonna work the way I want it to, because I need the additional line up here. So unless I just go in and add another one up here, which I don't really like the topology of that. So if I were to do that, I would do it here. I'm back. My sister is trying to tame a wild cat. Damn, that's crazy. Hold on. I realize I should probably up my undo thingy. Undo steps. I need to turn that up to like at least 100. At least. Because I had it down to like 32. Awesome! Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so if I'm going to actually do that, if I were to merge this into that, and then take this and cut it here, that's not too bad. I actually don't like that. I don't like that either. Hold on, hold on. If I did it with this one, at last, and then cut here, possibly that one might work. What I'm looking at is like where like I can deal with the diaphragm. So if I were to merge this and this and this and the point where I would bring it back is probably right there actually. So, and then I'd bring it in right here. So if I'm looking at that, nope, I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. That's not where I would merge it. That's not where I would merge it. I take it back. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. I would take it here and I'd merge that one. And hold on. Let me look at the shape of the I'd probably merge it one more time. And then I'd add a cut right here. And then if I'm moving this around, maybe. I've almost got something. I'm so sure of it. Because here's the thing. Off the bat, I don't actually mind this. This shape is actually pretty decent here. If I were to like just readjust it slightly and take this and scooch it. By the way, this is what me 3D modeling looks like all the time. This is literally always what it looks like. It's just me sort of like fixing little things until I'm satisfied enough. So now, keep in mind, this isn't perfectly, this top line is kind of a pain. It doesn't line up right because of this thing. If we're talking here and here, I don't really like this. It's kind of bugging me. I'm not a huge fan. I'm taking issue with it. I take issue with this. So, and because this dips down and this would come out. So, okay, this is the point where my stream gets really fucking boring. Because you just have to sit here and watch me fiddle with this. But that isn't right. That isn't right. That's not where that should be. Like, I know logically, that's not where that goes. Hold on. If I were to add this right here, what do I end up with? Right there, we get, okay. But that also isn't right. I know it's not right, and that's what's bugging me. Even if I merge those two. If we are being completely honest with ourselves, that's not where we're seeing it. So let's bring this to where we're looking. It's a little bit in. I don't know why that middle part is dipping down so much, but we're going to leave it be for now. That's fine. But this needs to... yeah. No, I might be... Actually. I might do this. Hold on. Because that does lead it. I know that leads it out and does like weird possible shading. But. If we're looking at that with... actually, I don't like that. I do prefer how it looks when it goes in. The topology, I don't know. I'm kind of nitpicky about it, but if I did add another one right there, we might be in the clear. Guys, I'm so sorry. This is possibly the weirdest looking stream now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a pro 3D modeler. Let's make this so clear right now. I'm not a pro by any means. I'm just doing what I think might work. So, let's... But if I take it up and then I cut it... at last. If I cut it in the center... But the only way I'm gonna get that extra bit I like is if it's not that. And this is why I'm so fiddly with like my polygons, is I'm like, okay, I know that there's a way to make it what I want. I'm so sure of it. I just have to sit here and think about it and think it out, because polygons are weird. So if I'm sitting here... Okay. If I added like another one like right through here. If I added another cut right there, and then I were to take this. Oh, but that goes under. Wait, but that goes... Okay, hold on. We have encountered yet another issue. Hold on. Gee, this one goes out. And this one comes in. No. We're still doing things terribly wrong, and I'm just not entirely sure what I'm fucking up right now. So here's the thing. If I merge it in down here, I don't think I'm gonna like that shape, but it might be the only one that I can actually do. I don't like that shape. That actually really bugs me. Hold on. What if I did it this way? What if I did that one? How does that look? It's a little wonk. A little. Not that bad. And then I just have to add an additional cut because we're still doing this. There. We just need... We're keeping that a circle right now. Just the way with how it is. So... with how I'm looking at it... this might be the way that I need to go. Maybe? And if that's the case... I'm going to have to apologize to all of you right now because I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. This is 100% not necessary. I don't have to do this, but part of me kind of wants to, just because I like the way that the topology is when it does the little tummy bean. I like the tummy bean shape. Okay, I might just take that all back for now. Because while it is an option, I don't want to do it yet, at least. There's a lot of lines here is my issue. That's a lot. And then I know that there's a better way for me to get the collarbone that I'm looking for, but I just don't know how yet. If I were to... Hold on a minute. I'm thinking right now. So if I were to add a line right here, which is what I really want to do. Line here. Line here. Line here. I could start to build out that shape too. And then line. Where do I want it to go? Hold on. I'm looking at it from the perspective of like where that will go. Because if I take this and I take it here, or no, I can't do it here. I would have to take it here and then here. And then if I do that, let's do that real quick. And then with that, we now have the ability to break this shape up. So we're able to take this and just kind of scooch this around. And we are able to build this and this and this, because the collarbone leads into this and this. Okay, I'm so smart, guys. I would chat, but I know nothing about 3D modeling, so I'm just listening and watching. I appreciate that. I'm apologizing just because I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. So if anybody does know 3D modeling, they would definitely be like, wow, this is awful. And for those who don't know anything about 3D modeling, you also don't know what I'm saying. So I'm like, I'm speaking nonsense, guys. All I know is the anatomy. I know anatomy pretty dang good. I have some good general understandings of anatomy. So being able to take some of these to different points will give me the sort of topology I need to get like the exact shapes that I want. And so this will come out this way, and then this one comes out this way, and then this one, and this one, and this one. And so I'm pretty certain with this, I actually do get closer to the exact shape that I was hoping for. Now, I have to readjust it based on the back. But as of right now, we're looking at something that is a lot closer to what I was thinking when it came to the collarbone. And sometimes you just have to think inside out of the box. Because you know that the method is there. There's a way to make that method work, and you just have to kind of keep fiddling with it until it does what you want it to do. And so there is this muscle here, which is the trap, and then it kind of like you have the collarbone, but the collarbone ends up leading into like the shoulder joint thingy, this thing here. And so that I put it on my original 3D model. You can see it there, and you can even see it in my live 2D model, how the collarbone leads straight to the shoulders. That is what I'm looking at here. That's what I'm trying to build here, but with how the setup is, it's, since the point's actually here, it's not going to look quite right. And so that's something I have to fiddle with after I set it up. But that's a little closer. And now that I have that, I could probably set up facilitating doing this now. So now if I do this, it should work and it should be okay. So I can merge up a little bit so that we have fewer lines on the in-between. And now if we wanted to merge it anywhere, I think if I'm merging it somewhere, we'd be merging it right here. That's where I want to merge it, I think. So if we take a look at that, it makes our collarbone a little bit kind of weirdly detailed, but that does get us to the less points in between, and it does give us a little more control over our collarbone, which is weirdly a detailed point, and it's something that I do focus on a good bit, because collarbones are kind of like, you know, they're like an attractive point. So, hey, little lesson you learned today. 3D modeling hard and stupid. I took a bite of mac and cheese and both of my models totally fucking showed that I was chewing. I also have a soda on the side that I've been sipping on as well. Good stuff. Ow, I just punched my mic. Okay. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, it's actually funny. So my 3D model, if we take a look at the models real quick, my 3D model actually tracks it differently than my live 2D model. So my live 2D model shows that my mouth opens, but my 3D model shows that it doesn't. I don't know. It's a weird detail. So it looks like with my live 2D model that I'm open mouth chewing, which I don't, because I have manners. But yeah, no. I feel so happy when I get to like see details of stuff like working out. And so when I'm like, oh, I figured a thing out. It feels cool, you know? I'm smart, guys. I'm a smart little guy. And so now this is the point where like I get to focus more on the general shaping. So cakes, we got to focus on cakes. So if we're being realistic, the cake here should be, oh yeah, I focus on doing things a lot by like the axes, because then you can control specifically how things are looking. Yeah, that's definitely closer. Because what we need here is, so, here's another tool I want to show off that I use all the fucking time. So since I add these cuts in places a whole bunch, and sometimes it doesn't quite look right, I will, so at one point we added a cut to the boba, and so let's do a cut, not there, we'll do a cut from here to here. Let's just say we decided that we needed an extra one there. But now there's like way too many in this one spot. So I go over to sculpt mode and I go to the relax slide or the relax pins and I click shift and then I start to smooth it out. And it'll distribute those points to where it believes it needs more. So on this lower area, it's more stretched out. And so it's going to try and take some from this area over here and smooth it out over here, which is super helpful. And I always have to press shift before that because otherwise you're just dragging the points and that's not what you're trying to do. Anyway, that's not what I want. So I'm going to take that back. But I figured I would show that because that's a tool that I use literally all the time because sometimes my topology is not the cleanest and it needs to be smoothed out. I does is has to know. What does is you has is to know? Oh, is your 3D model capable of dabbing? Here are my hands. Oh, I guess not. Holy shit, it tweaked out so hard. Hands? It's drawing so hard. That is the closest I could fucking get. So the hand tracking is actually not the closest. So if I were to put my hands like this. Come on, come on. That is the closest you're gonna get. So sometimes the tracking will be really off. At least you tried. I make my best attempts. I just clapped like a fucking moron. Relatable though, relatable. Hey, you know what? It's okay, cause I clap when I get excited sometimes, but like, I always do it in the dumbest fucking way possible. Like, it's so dumb the way that I clap. Here. I have to adjust these points just a bit because if we're being realistic, the way that the flesh settles is not round like a bump. It's more like a whoosh, like a slope. Like a snow drift. Snow drift, god damn it. I'm modeling cakes and I'm thinking about snow drifts. Guys, I've lost my edge. So a lot of this shaping ends up kind of coming down, and then I sort of just move it around until I get to a shape where I'm like, I know that's correct, and then I adjust it with that tool, because that just moves it over top of the current geometry. And there we go. So the shaping on this bit is actually not good. So this is kind of flat here, and I don't know how else to describe it. So that means I just have to bring it towards the back, and that adds back some of that roundness that we lost when we moved it down. But even then, it's still kind of lacking. So if we're no, it's still missing. So this one might be... No, it really is just... Wow, it's got a lot to move. Okay. Shout out to Lacking Cake. I need to think about where the shape should land so that it doesn't look like weird. Whoa, I just clicked back on stream. Hi, welcome back to the cakes. It's got a lot to move. Furiously zoomed in on their own ass. Technically, this isn't just my ass. This will one day be everyone's ass. Shout out to ass equality. And there are some details to where I've modeled where I'm like, it's based specifically on details that I like. So something that I've noticed is like there is the slightest bit of like, not pudge per se, but it's like the softness that comes in the fat that's like right above where the ass is. That's America's ass. Damn right it is. And so right here tends to be a place where fat collects. And so you end up getting like a little bit. So if we were to focus on this coming out a little bit and then a little bit this way, you'd see that like that is a location where fat actually does start to collect. And you can do the same here, right here. But you have to be careful because this bit actually kind of leans towards this. And then this part in the middle is where you get this. Oh, wait, hold on. That went too far back. GY. It's not quite like that. And then this middle part comes out on its own. And you have a little tiny bit because there's this tiny little thing right here. This little diamond of fat that's right here. Yes, to rolls. I'm going to be so real. Like, people who have like that little bit of squish, the little bit of like roll right there. Ooh, that's so perfect. It's so good. And so it's a detail that I ended up paying a lot of attention to when I was studying anatomy, because I'm like, wow, it's so fucking pretty. It's really cute. And so I learned that, like, you know, fat settles not round, but of course it settles down. So you end up getting kind of like a, I don't know. It's hard to explain the shape. It's like sloped. It's, if I were to, here, let me undo what I've done, because I've got to stick to the simple shape that I've got going on right now. But you can even literally see that just the slightest bit, because that's where the hips are. And so when you're paying attention to the hips, it sticks out in the front here, and the thighs are in front of like the actual crotch. And so most of the time you get the tummy, and then the thighs, and then if you were to shift slightly this direction, that's when you see the groin. And so these are like just little details that I've sat down to learn about, because I studied anatomy for sculptors. Sorry, it's like the post, sorry about my body, and then it's the most heavenly fucking Greek goddess build you've ever seen. For real! Oh my god! Dude. I feel so happy when I think about the fact that other people like that body type. I'm like, yes! They're so hot! Because, dude, that was the whole thing of, like, you saw the Greek goddesses and they have that, like, slightly soft, very beautiful body. It's gorgeous. It's crazy. And then, like, I see women who are super insecure and they're like, oh, I look like this, I look awful. And I'm like, you look perfect. Whoever told you you look bad should rot. Dude, it's so funny to me. I'm 100% the person who's like an enjoyer. I've spawned. Welcome, Tax Lord Co. God forbid people actually fucking enjoy food. For real, dude. Here's the thing. So many people will try and like diet and cut back on foods just so that they can be ultra thin. And I'm like, what happened to all those perfect curves? You don't have to be ultra skinny. And it's so frustrating to see people who will remove their enjoyment of things just so that they can be super thin. And it makes me sad. And I think there is a lot to love about tons of body types. I think even like I know people are insecure about their bodies no matter what they look like. I'm a unique case. I am not insecure about my body because I got to make it from scratch. I got to choose exactly what it looked like. I didn't skip character customization. I'm perfectly happy with how I look. But it's one of those things of when I see other people who are super insecure, I worry about who they learned it from. That's like one of the weird things I have. I'm like, which person exactly taught you that you should not like how you look? Because it's not fair. Because sometimes it is legitimately just like society is like, you should look this way. But other times it's people directly in their lives that are like, actually, you look ugly like that. And it's like, okay, rot. People can be built however they want. No hate on that part. But I think the most important part is doing it for yourself. 100%. And not just because it's like, you know, I hate how I look because I don't look like social perfect, right? I saw a TikTok of a girl who, like, she was running and she was talking and she's like, dude, I'm literally so happy that I started running because I used to look like blah, blah, blah. And she said like a whole bunch of really like very mean things about like larger people. And it was super sad. And she would talk, she's like, I was this, I was that, I was disgusting. I was a horrific thing. And I'm like, that's so mean. That is such a mean thing. I get that you're happy with how you are now, but that's so mean to yourself, and it's completely unnecessary for you to treat yourself like that. Oh my gosh, bro, a little roundness with in the face and cheeks with like a little double chin is cute. Cute, I say! Dude, for real! Dude, I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna be so real. Chubby girls, chubby girls. Ooh, ooh, they're so fucking cute. I'm an enjoyer. I'm an enjoyer of people's in many cases because I have the opportunity to be any shape or size I desire because I am a djinn and my form is one I choose. And it is so difficult to choose a form at times. Dap me up! Fuck yeah! I can't do much. My hand fucking flashed across the screen. Oh, dude, it's so good. Dude, so many body types look fantastic. And when people are more confident in themselves, it's even better. That's just one of those things of like, it's really difficult to try and convince somebody like, you look amazing. That looked like you slapped the other model. Yeah, I just slapped myself, you know, through other dimensions, you know, from the 3D dimension to the 2D dimension. Ah, dude. Let me see. Let me look at that shapeliness. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now I just have to go into my edit mode and go to the sculpt and just zoom out a bit and kind of just touch that up a little bit. And then back to edit mode. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Heck yeah. Now we've got a little bit of shapeliness. We've got that. And I do want to adjust this back. Just, so currently we're dealing with the need to shape out the muscles. I'm learning a lot. I'm glad. Yeah, let's go learning. Learning about thick people. Bodies. So I remember, like, when I was modeling all of this, I started with, like, I usually start with, like, ankles. I'll start with the ankle points, and then I'll work my way up, and I'll build around that. But I think this time, no, I think I did do that. I'm pretty certain I did that. I started with ankles, and the wrists was the different thing. Usually I work up, and then I work and pull the arms out. But this time, I pulled the arms in. No, I didn't. I started with an armhole. That's right. I worked up into an armhole and then up to a neck hole, and I like merged everything together, but I had everything set up. Dude. Thick. And especially the belly. Yes! Okay. I'm gonna be so real. Even on thinner women, lots of women have like this little, like this Venus belly is somebody referred to it as. And that is possibly one of the most attractive things to me. It is possibly one of the hottest things in existence. And you literally couldn't convince me otherwise because it's genuinely that hot. And I know people who are insecure about it. And I'm like, but why? But why? But hot, but hot. Literally goddesses have that. So why would you not? And dude, oh my god, and when a girl has like a proper squishy tummy, okay, I know they get really insecure when you like want to squish their tummy, but like, oh my god, when it's soft, I just want to squish it. I want to squish it, and I want to hold it, and I want to, I like women, guys. It's where their reproductive organs sit. Shout out to women carrying the whole human race on their shoulders. I can't resist the belly. No one can. Let's be so real. It's so hot. Oh. I'm absolutely the type to like see just a character that's a chick, and no matter what they look like, be like, oh, women are so hot. That's me. Literally every day. Me crying because women are hot. Oh, I just think about it a lot because women. I love women. Shout out to women, for real. Oh yeah, one thing I was tempted to do was to add an additional like little spinal thingy here in the middle, but I realized I don't think I really need it. I think I have enough points in the back that it won't be a problem. I just, that's me. Oh, I can't help it. Women are too good. Dude, okay, also, look, hand. Low polygon hand. It's so good. I do have to go in and readjust some details and maybe add like 1 or 2 points. Just because like the nail beds have to have their own thingy. But I'm pretty happy. I have hands and feet and all of these details. And right now, the cakes are looking pretty good. Hydrate, let's go. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, fish. What are we fishing? What are we fishing? Hands! That's right, dude, hands. Oh my gosh, imagine if you just pulled out a statue right now. If there was a statue in the lake and you fished that out. Scooter! Woohoo! Gotta do some sick tricks right now. Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm literally being so obnoxious right now because I'm like in the best mood. I love women. And I can't stop thinking about it. I'm sick, dude. Hell yeah. We're killing it, guys. What if I fished out a hand? Imagine hand fishing. I'm realizing I might want 1 extra point on the thumb. Just cause, hold on. Like, it might be lacking just a little. So if I actually like went in and added 1 extra point here, that might be a good idea. Fish game turns into a mystery murder. Imagine, that'd be so fun. Based on the sign of the thumb, I might have to do something with that because, hold on, let's go take a look at this hand real quick because I'm realizing that it is kind of lacking, and out of all the pieces, the thumb is going to be something that's like kind of important for details. What were you fishing today? Hey Timmy, what did you fish today, huh? I got a hand. Okay, let me readjust this just a little bit because I think I have some janky points in here, and I think I can make it cleaner, but I'm like it. I kind of did this bit in a rush. I was focusing more on topology than I was on the shaping. So let's bring this out. I just want the like. I'm seeing some issues. I don't like. There's some of this that I don't like. I might want to add just like a little bit more to the thumb. I'm gonna be so real. The stickiness between this, I'm not a fan of. Maybe some blood. Okay, let's be so real, guys. I think I messed up a little bit on the hands. Hold on. Let's see if we can smooth it out just a little bit. Just like, take and like relax some of these points. Ooh, that was pretty strong. Let's relax that a little less. Just a little relaxing. Just to get these points out of here. This point. And here, here, here. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. And this point. And if we, even relaxing that, that's not helping a ton. We still have that really big stretch there, and that's kind of a problem because the thumb does have to like stretch out from here, and I might want just 1 more point in there. And if I go back over to this tool, and I just zoom in a little bit, if I just, yeah, let's be so real. I might have to. How would you fish blood? Like a blood bag, you know? Like if it a bag of blood, you know, like in the hospital. Okay, so if I were to add topology, I would cut. So let's go back to edit mode real quick. So if I'm adding topology, I'm cutting here. I'm cutting here. I'm tearing that. And then I might be adding 1 more point right along. Oh, wait, no, I can't. If I'm adding a point, the point goes here. But the point can't go there. If I add a point right here, that goes through the whole hand, which I did do intentionally. Wait, rotate the camera from below. You're waving at us. Here we go. Hand. I know there's a way to do what I want to do. There's a way to do what I want to do. I just have to figure it out. That's the thing, is like when it comes to like 3D modeling, there's pretty much always a way to do exactly what you want to do. You just have to know how to make it happen. I'm so sure of it. I might... So possibly not even there? So if I add an extra point over on that side, I might just need here. So if I were to take this one and extend it back into the thumb and then take it around and then add points here through here. My question is, where does it end? Where do I end it at that point? Because this goes all the way back around. And that's part of our issue here, is we do kind of want it to go all the way back around. Wait a minute, that might work. That might actually work in our favor if we take it literally all the way back around. If we literally just take it all the way back around. 4, 4. That is part of our issues. We have 4, 4, 5. Because this has to funnel back into a corner for that to work. Hold on. There is a way to make this work, and I'm so sure of it. If I were to take this and literally cut down to here. No, I think I'm cutting too much. So hold on a minute. If I tear literally just these 2 points, if I take this and I tear it, Control V. Nope, that's the wrong one. V. If I tear this apart, and then there's a way to make this work. I added a point here. No. Hold on. I'm sure we can make this work. We can talk this out, guys. If I added this point... Oh, no. Wait, that's not right, though. Oh, no. Hold on. If I add a point... Oh, no. I can't tear that. Okay. Hold on, guys. We'll figure it out. I'm so smart. I swear. I'm a liar. I'm not smart. Okay. I want to add more here. I really do. I really want to add more because this is very much lacking. This is very much an issue. the one that doesn't go all the way around, is this one. So if I went from here to here to here, no, to here, and then funneled this. I know this is wonky as shit. I know it's so wonky. Please let me cook. Let me cook. I am literally so sure I can make this work. I am sure I can make this work. I am sure. I'm so sure right now. I am believing, I'm trusting the process. If I were to make the angle go here, it goes all the way around then. And we can't have it go all the way around, because we end up with 5. Okay, if we stop it here, and there's a way to make this happen. I'm really 100% certain about it. For real. I apologize for the silence, guys. I think my brain is covered in smoke and soot from thinking too hard. What? There's... I want to add just a point that only connects here. Part of the issue is through there. Part of the issue is there. Hold on. So if we start this over again, we'll start here and we go down to here. And instead of taking it this way, we take it this way. Break it into here. And we cut this off on this side. And if we take it over this way, if I was to go that way and take it this way, and this one this way, and this one to this one, and this one to this one, and this one to this one. I know I'm doing this in a way that seems the most possibly convoluted way that I could, but I'm literally just trying to think it all through to get the place that I want to get. So I want it to go through here. I want an additional polygon there. And if it goes through there, I just need it to go one more place. Where can I stop it? We have 5 points here. 5 points. Fuck, dude. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. All of that stitching just to get an extra line there. No, it's not gonna work out. There's literally no place for me to stop it there. So my best bet is literally just to add a loop cut here. And if I do that, I could literally just relax it like that. So let's try relaxing it. And that infinitely helped already. So our best bet at this point is legit just to take this and kind of just scooch over. Yeah, just to adjust it so that it's leaning more on the webbing of the thumb and less on the pointer finger. And then for this bit, give me a minute, I'll figure that out. So for this one, I would like to take one of the points back from this. So there's a way, possibly if I tear it. So if I were to take this, take these points, 3, 4, and tear them. And then if I, oh, that's the wrong one. Nope, not that one either. Okay, just this one. Okay, I guess. At center. Okay. And then if I take that and literally just... Okay, it's not listening. Okay, so... let's go to the edge select. Select this edge. Delete edge. And then we can take E. And then M at last. And then just click these 4 points and face it. Face. I don't know why I did that because I'm literally about to just do this. Click here. And then select edges. This one and this one. Delete. Delete edges. So what I have here is where I want the additional topology. So I could literally... I know there's a way to make this work. Face. Face. Oh, wait, I'm being dumb. Control. Face. Face. And then this one. Nope. Face and these 3. So if I do that and then I add a loop cut right here and then I go to sculpt and I relax it. Oh my gosh, guys, I fucking did it. I'm a genius and I'm really smart. You know, I'm really so smart. You really wouldn't even expect such ingenious smartliness from yours truly, but you know, you should because I'm so smart. Oh, welcome back. Hi. I've been lamenting over this fucking thumb joint because it didn't have enough points and it was so flat. I figured it out though. You came back right when I figured it out. Oh my gosh, you got to miss out on me staring straight up deadpan just right here like, but what about this? And then taking this fucking cut tool right here, just taking the knife tool and just like, this one, no, this one, no. And literally all I had to do was just add topology right there. Guys, sometimes you can be so smart that you're dumb. Yeah, hi back. I'm dead. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, Squid. So let's relax this a little bit, just so the shape kind of comes back in. Oh, nope, I did too much around the thumb. But we have a hand, and it does seem to work a little bit better. So if we... I do kind of want to add that right there, but I'm not going to because I literally just spent so long on this. There's no reason to do that. Ah, shit. Whoa, a 3 stream streak? Nice. Let me take a little sippy. Ah, dude, today's a good day. It's been going well. It has been 2 hours already. Shit. Wow. I'm sorry. Usually, like I'm pretty good at noticing what time it's been, but today I'm just in the zone. I got to talk about hot ladies and tummies and topology and 3D modeling and all of the mistakes I've ever made in my life. It's great. I've been having a good day. I gotta readjust in my chair because I sit kind of wonky and one of my legs is kind of half going numb. Okay, so let's take a look. Now I know the feet I don't really want to work with. I don't really want to do anything with the feet. I'm kind of just happy to let them be nothingness because, guys, I don't like working on feet. It's not my favorite. I can make them look good, but like I don't want to do everything for them, right? So, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. We've got the joints going, and I do have to smooth this out a little bit because it's kind of weird. I just had to relax it, and then I'm going to have to go back into edit mode and snap it. So, take each of these, and not to the edges. I want it to the vertex. So this and G to snap it straight to this one, snap it straight to this one, and this one, snap it straight to this one, and this one goes to this one, and this one goes to this one. Wait, this one goes to this one. And just one more to be sure that I didn't miss up anything else. Wait. These ones are off. Hold on. Just a little more snapping. Okay, now it's attached, and that's good enough. So let's go back to object mode. Look at that, guys! Guys, isn't that cool? How cool is that? Aren't you excited? Aren't you happy? I'm gonna say I'm super fucking happy. She was hard. I'm super proud that I was able to, like, kind of streamline a little bit of this. Now, it's not perfectly streamlined, and it's not like it's gonna be like super works perfectly all the time sort of you know, it's not gonna be perfect, but of considering all things, I'm pretty happy. I do want to see if maybe, so there's some issues I have here. So we just have this, but it should kind of come out here a little bit. So yeah, let me see if I can like adjust that slightly. I'm gonna use my 2D grab because I kind of just like to have it and just kind of tug at where I need it. Just a little bit. Logically, I know that that's where that goes. And then I'll take this one, which focuses on specific points so that it won't touch the things around it, which I kind of need. And then because our rib cage comes out, so logically we have that kind of come out, and at the same time we have the center come out as well a little bit, but not a ton, just a little bit. And this one, see, we've already got more shapeliness going on just by making that small adjustment. And so you know, now I think that this might be sticking out just a little bit too much right now. Logically, based on what shape we have going on. But, how nice is that? Look at that. We've got a little bit of shapeliness, and I do want to kind of bring it into the center. And then kind of, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so, and then right here-ish would come out also because we're dealing with the ribs. But then we gotta focus on here. I'm not like a genius. I don't know everything. I'm gonna be so real with you guys right now. I don't know everything, but the things that I do know, I'm like decently solid on. And so if stuff looks really weird and whenever I make stuff, I don't intend it to. I want it to look like somewhat, not like realistic, but like feasible, right? Like I would like it to be something that like you could understand. So give me a sec. I know that there's muscle on the sides of the knees. Agni, you live! I am live! I'm live and I'm talking about 3D modeling. Because look at thick woman. How cool is that? Huh? It's pretty good, it's pretty good. It's not the best 3D model in the world, but hey man, it's pretty good. We got some goodness going. Very cool. Hell yeah, it is. So here's the thing. With the chest, the way that I kind of decide how many lines, how many edges I want in the chest is by determining the largest size of the chest that I want to have available. So I do want to have like a somewhat crazy size as an option. And so with that, that means that I'm going to have to add more loop cuts to the booba so that it can be made bigger while not like distorting weirdly and being super polygon-esque. So something that you can already see is we already have that sort of box shape going on with the chest based on here and here where it closes in and the corner touches a corner and phases out to somewhere that isn't directly here. Option, as it won't be used more than others. It's one of those things of, here's the thing. It will also be flat-chested for yours truly, because having a flat chest is, it's peak. I like the aesthetic, and I think it's charming. And so there's absolutely going to be a point where it's literally just no boob. That's not no boob. You got to get rid of more of the top. Boom. No boob. You've got basically no boob. That is going to be one of the things. But one of the things is going to be huge, you know? It's going to be big. It's going the wrong direction because you have to bring more down. It's going to be huge, you know? I'm going to make it redonkulous sizes, okay? Flat as faith. Hell yeah. We've been having discussions about what is super attractive, and it's literally everything. It's women. Women are super attractive. And so you see how literally just by making it a little bigger, you immediately notice like, oh, wait, hold on. All of this is so polygonous. It is one of those things you got to pay a lot of attention to so that when you're making these shapes, it doesn't end up looking super wonky. And so what I'm looking to add is I want to add more. Actually, you know what? I might just make it a little bigger. I might make it the biggest size right now just so that I have a reference as to what I have to work around, what I'm dealing with. So I'm going to be ending up adding we're talking shapes, and then I got to take and drag it. Right about here-ish, because booba don't stay out. Booba relax. You end up having a little bit of squooge right there, but like that's generally it. And then booba, and then oh, then you take and you drag. Come on, more drag to the booba. Drag a little more. And out. And so if I make the biggest size right now, kindness is a hug. You know what? It's really attractive. Kindness and a hug. So valid. You know what else is really attractive? Oh, all I could think of was women. Sorry. So if we're talking like this, it definitely comes in. And so details that you end up having to focus on are where the spillage happens. So for this, you're able to actually just use the bottom portion here and let it drag down because it is still touching the skin. And so if we're talking big sizes, this is probably the biggest size that I'm gonna want to go with. You know what the worst part about modeling chest and ass? Getting so fixated on it, making it perfect, so much that you start making it stupid. That's low-key valid. I'm one of those people, I kind of enjoy the whole process of doing the silly parts where you're like, oh, there's no need for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's my own criticism, by the way. I'm the sort of person, like, I enjoy like going through the ridiculous phases. Like the fact that I had to go through the ridiculous phase of like, the topology of the booty is just not quite right. What do I do? What if I make it a square? Perfect. And then I'm like, but there's too many lines right here. What do I do? I'm gonna merge them, and then I get to make the little Venus tummy, and then I get to go in and I get to minimize the ones here, and I get to come through here, and it lets me add ones around here, and I get to make this entire shape, and it works perfectly. And dude, it is so nice. When I fixate on something and I make it work, it is the most satisfying feeling in the world. So if we're gonna do that, that's actually not badly shaped. Wow, I did a really good job kind of hitting the shape on the first try. So if we're gonna do that, no, it's just like a little there and like there. If we're being so chill. And we do have extra points right here, which is something that we have to take into account. And I do want to get the extra points there. So if we go into edit mode again, I want to add extra points to the underside. Oh, you use sculpting as well rather than the editing. Also, where I fail at. I will say, using the sculpting in a lot of cases is where you get the easier shapes and stuff. And so when you already have, like, the topology that you need, I move on to the sculpting. Because it just makes life easier. So if I can go in and I can add extra loop cuts to literally just all of these, this one will be easy. I don't have to worry about that going anywhere. This one, I have to do that to the middle. I didn't do it to the middle for some reason. So if I were to take all of these all the way down here and we add those, I just have to think about where I'm going to add those back in. So I have to create topology around keeping these back together. How do you get your head around sculpting on a 2D plane in a 3D space? Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Sculpting on a 2D plane in a 3D space. What? I don't. What? Do I? Am I doing that? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not getting my head around anything. My head is not anywhere. My head is boobs. That's it. No thunk. Wait a minute. What if I were to add the topology here? Okay, so if I want to add these points, I take this and I bring it out, and I bring it over, and I bring it over, and I bring it in. And then I take this and I click it out, and I click this out. And I do that for this one as well. This one. In, down, over. Oh, this one's rough though. This one's rough. Wait. Hold on. I have to think of a different way to do this one. So, hold on. I have to focus on it more on this one first. This one has to happen first because it goes in, over, in, and then corner. Because I don't want it going around the back. And corner. And then this one. Oh no, we've got a similar issue here. In, over, corner. So then this one goes over, over. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's not that bad. Now if I... No, wait. Hold on. I have to check and see that I'm satisfied with this. If I click that... Okay, well, the shapeliness is weird, but let's just start with the fact of, like, the polygons. We're gonna have to readjust the shape again with the sculpting, but polygons-wise... Yeah, I think we're set. We're set with those polygons. So let's go back in and let's sculpt and let's refix the shape. Because that's the real part that we're fighting here, is once we have the polygons, we just have to fiddle with the shape. And honestly, we're not doing too bad. Right here, and then I know that there's like a bump right here that's a little wonky. And there's kind of a bit of an issue right here. But overall, guys, we got boobs. Jesus Christ, your poor spine. Hey, this is just the absurd size. This is the most absurd size we're thinking of, okay? That's all. Let's go wonky bumps. Dude, I'm actually a little surprised that everything is working out so well. So usually I run into the more issues more frequently. 3D modeling's one of those ones that it's really rough because there's so much experimenting and oh shoot, wait, that's not correct. Hold on, I gotta go in here and like readjust this because this should be... I know what that is, and it's you, so I legit just have to go in and kind of refinagle this to be exactly where I want it. So, whoops, snapping is on, and I don't want it on. So this kind of comes back, and these lead back into the structure of the chest. So this one should be kind of back a little bit. And because the bulbas do come out, and this one can kind of come down a little bit to reshape that sort of area. And dude, we kind of did it. We kind of cooked. Oh my gosh, I'm like kind of really proud of myself right now. I think this is the largest chest I've modeled previously. I'm like looking at the shape and I'm like, does it make sense? Oh wait, I totally forgot the side view. What a dummy. Hold on. I gotta readjust the side shape a little bit because this shouldn't be sticking out that much. If we just maybe one more. I think we actually do have it with that. Like legit. Holy cow. I'm legit. I'm proud of myself, guys. W. Let's go. This is a 3D modeling win. And so here's the thing. Now I am able to go in and decide, all right, well, one of us doesn't have any chest, so we flatten it. And we take it, and we're going to have to take all of this away, and then we take it, and we drag it right up to where it goes. Right up there. Boobs. And I do have to remodel everything for that. But... how exciting! We have boobs, guys. Are you excited? I'm excited. Now, with this, we have finally reached the point where I do believe we can apply... Oh, wait. I wanted to adjust this before I did the application because there's a chance I might want to go in and add just a little bit of like a thing here, but I don't think I will need it just because I think I can make it work without it. So if we go into sculpt mode again, I want to just relax this a bit because it is kind of sticking out a lot and I want it to drag slightly lower. Just for the shoulder blades, I need to focus more on like so the shoulder blades come from here a little bit, and I will take and relax this a little so that it kind of blends a little better. I'm gonna blend it down. I don't like it. I gotta smooth this out. Yeah, it was sticking out too much. Just a little. And hold on. Now let's take a look at the proportion of the torso size. I'm kind of like thrown a little bit. Because I feel like the shoulders should be coming out slightly more. Let's take, hold on. Let me pull up my anatomy book real quick to take a look. Because it's going to bug me if I can't focus on it. Hold on. So if I pull up, I can't remember where I fucking saved it. Hold on. I know I have it literally tucked away somewhere, but I give me 2 seconds to find it. Hold on. I will find it in like 5 seconds. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, guys, I'm smart. I promise. Where is it? It's got to be in here. I'm so sure of it. Yes, there it is. Okay. I found it. So I have it as a PDF file because I got it, like I bought it like ages ago. Back in like, I think I bought it in 2020. I can't remember. But I remember I bought it just so I could do a little bit of studying of like anatomy for my artwork to like improve a little more. And actually it helped a lot. I had pretty good proportion judgment on my own already. But like having this made it way better. So if we're looking at a side form, yeah, that's not very helpful. I need to look at. Okay, hey, wait, this helps. So if I'm looking at the torso, the shapes I'm seeing here. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I think I got a bit of a hint. So when the arms are back, the shoulders literally just are like flat. Not okay. I touched this and I didn't mean to. So this is literally just like flat. That's what we're seeing. And it's flat just beyond that point, and then it dips in. So literally, we're just seeing flat, and then it comes in here. And then I think from the back perspective, I might need to pull this out just a little bit. That or just tuck this in a little bit with this. If I just zoom and take this in a tiny bit. I know that it's really kind of inflated just for the chest right now, but like having to focus on like where the torso is kind of a big deal right now. So we know that our torso kind of comes in like that. Okay. I think we have something reasonable right now. I will readjust these lines for when I need them. But from the front, from the back, a little absurd at this point, but we're going for absurd with that. It's our biggest one, and we need to keep it at our biggest one for this adjustment. And then making it the smallest one will be our later adjustment. And then in the middle, I would like to size down and just, if I could just tuck it in a little bit. Just a little. Just bring it in a little. That's not working. Hold on, I clicked the wrong button. I must have. Nope, that's not the right. Maybe control? If I click control, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Oh my gosh, wait. I think we actually low-key got it. Look at that, guys. We're killing it. And then on this side, you gotta kind of... No, that's too much. Here. because you get that slight bump with that, but then you don't really see it much up here because of the shoulder blades. But if we're... No, that's too close. If we're doing it, it's right here maybe? If we are looking at it, that is supposed to be where that is. So if I just... a little, just a tiny bit right here. And then we go in and we just fill that in a little bit, coming down this way, because we only get a little bit of that definition. And then right here, we get... Yeah, that went through the body. I didn't like that. Okay. Right here, we get a little bit of... So this is a really common area for women to have just like a little tiny spot of fat. That is one place that fat just collects so much. It's so like it's just a teeny tiny spot. I don't know how else to describe it. I know it has, there's a name for that one spot. Let me go see if I can find it in my anatomy book, because I remember studying it and it was something that like I saw it and I'm like, whoa, that's so pretty. I ended up becoming a huge fan of like learning anatomy because I'm like, oh, but women are so pretty. I'm so serious about that too. It's cringe. Subconscious anatomy stream, low key. I'm not like super skilled when it comes to anatomy, but I do try. Oh, dude, when it comes to doing obliques, you already know I'm gonna be tweaking out. I love obliques. They're like one of the coolest muscles to me. Here it is. That's what it is. Okay, it is the rhombus of Michaelis. That's what that fat pad is called. It is a little like triangle. Like if I were to literally like show you on stream, there is like a triangle right here where fat collects, and it is the rhombus. Not delts. No, delts aren't my fave. It's definitely obliques. And nah, obliques are definitely the coolest muscle. Like when I look into the side piece right here and I can see like those oblique muscles, I tweak out. It's all about the erector spina. Wait, which one is that one? God damn it. Okay, sorry. Every time like I am not paying attention and it goes through, it's so dumb. So literally there is a rhombus of fat. So there's a point here, a point here, a point here, and then a little point here. So it's a rhombus, but it looks kind of like a triangle when you're like not looking too closely. Spina? I don't remember what that one is. Let me look that one up. I can't remember. So it's the Oh, you were pretty close. It's Spinae. Let me take a look at which ones those are. Ooh, wait, are you talking about the oh, I see. You know what? That's actually valid. Those ones, yeah. That one is pretty hot. That one's honestly pretty hot. Very valid on that one. I won't judge you for that. Weirdly enough, I feel like so many people have like one small muscle detail, one muscle in particular, or like part of like the body. Like there are some people who are super into collarbones. I feel like everybody has just like one that really gets their goat. Like for me, it's absolutely the tummy. This little tummy fat thing. Like the women tend to get that. Ooh, hip flexors, absolutely. No, you're so valid for that. No, I'm so sure that literally everybody has like one bit of muscle or fat or bone or something that is just like the hottest thing in the world to them. I'm so sure of it. And it's kind of funny to me when I think about it because I'm like, hold on a minute. Just the thought of like, guys, hear me out. Random muscle. It's a silly little thing, because I think there was like a girl that I knew who was like obsessed with this like muscle right here. Like it's part of the pec muscle right here that connects the armpit. And it just the way that like when you pull your arm out, that it sticks out. And like actually you even get to see it on my model and how like it squishes when you put your arm down. So let's take a look at my live 2D model real quick. We'll take a look at it here. It's right here. This is what she was obsessed with it. I think it might be pectoral minor. It might be, but all I know is this little chunk of muscle right here. She was obsessed with that, because I know there's a major and a minor. I actually think it might still be part of the major, because the minor I'm pretty certain is underneath and not visible. But honestly, I can't blame her for loving it, because this is one of those things. This is another one that women are insecure about, is like this, when they wear dresses, they'll like come up right here and they kind of squish this, they get really upset. And I'm like, but it's muscle. You literally can't even get rid of that. Why are you so mean to yourself? And so this is like why I'm like, everybody's got their thing. Everybody's got their thing. There's like one muscle for everyone. It's really interesting. Because I know that some people really love traps. I'm not a huge traps person. I think they're cool, like, mobility-wise. I just, like, they're not my thing attraction-wise. Reminds me of how heavy are the dumbbells you lift. There's that girl who's opposed to, who is... Oh, wait. The one who's obsessed with muscles. I love her. I know that fucking anime so well. Dude, I watched that anime and worked out while watching that anime because it's literally so good. Oh my god. The main girl, she's a gyaru. I'm totally love gyarus. Now, the girl that is obsessed with muscles, I know who you're talking about. She is amazing. Welcome back, Janet. Hi. I made boobs bigger. Oh, wait. Why is the shape wonky? Wait, we have a flat spot on our boob. Hold on. A little bit more. A little bit more. No, a little bit more. And maybe just a little bit right here. No, not that much. Just a little bit. And a little bit right there. Wait, there's a flat spot here. Hold on. I got this. Great googly moogly. Yeah. Plus, I've been spending this whole time talking about women. Women are hot. And, I gotta mention them. Now, statement. I do have to go in. Oh, we were talking about the rhombus of Michaelis. That's what this little square sort of space of fat that tends to collect right here is called, which, by the way, hot. And then we were talking about the muscles around the spine, which, by the way, those are also hot. And then I brought up the statement of like, there's a muscle or like part of the body that literally everybody is obsessed with. There's like, mine is the stomach, and then Spooky was bringing up the back muscles, like these two on the sides of the spine, very understandable. And I knew a girl who was obsessed with specifically the part of the pectoral muscles right here that squeege, like when you put your arm down. Funniest thing about doing 3D modeling for big bros bongos is when you rig them and give them a bone, for real. Dude, when you have to determine the bones for them, it's like, it's a lot. It's crazy. So let's take a look. So one of the things that I'm gonna have to do I'm so particular about the shapes, though. I apologize to everybody who has to sit here and watch me, like, be like, but is it right, though? Is it close enough? You guys, what's up? Hi, Vamp! Titties. That's what. That's right. That's right. That's right, guys. That's right. Titties is up. And so, oh yeah, I added additional cuts on the bobas so that we would have higher, like, better, like, movement, and it wouldn't look super duper, what's it called? Like, you wouldn't see all the angles. It wouldn't be super angular looking, which was one of the issues I was concerned about. But honestly, right now, it's looking pretty dang good. Check it. Sick. Hell yeah. It's good shit. Now, I was tempted to add another cut here. And I am still a little bit tempted. I'm thinking about it. So if I were to add a cut right there, and I were to go with this, I would add it here. I just have to think specifically about how I'm bringing it back in. Because with these ones, it has to work back into the mesh, because otherwise it's going straight around, and that's not really what I want. I want it to go through this. Actually, I could make this work. Hold on, I can actually make this work. So if I go here and around and down, I could actually make that work. Hold on. Hold on. I think we might actually have something here. We might be working with it, because we do add that. I do have to reshape it a little bit, but then we do have a little bit more control around the edge of the bulbas, which is a big deal. Wait, no, that has 5. That has 5 now. Wait, we have a 5 point if we do that here. So what I would need is to have a triangle. I'd have to make a triangle, and I don't want to. Hold on. God, I need to rewatch How Heavy. It was so good. Dude, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift is so fun. She is, like, all about muscles. I genuinely love her. 3-hour stream, let's go. Oh my god, it has been 3 hours. Dude, I usually don't stream this long, because I try and keep things a little more... Wait. If I split this open, and then... Hold on, guys. I'm cooking right now. I cut here. Wait, guys, I'm cooking. If I literally just cut right here, we have it though. We literally have it. Guys, I cooked. We were able to add it. Okay, good. Oh my god, I'm literally so smart. What did you just use to fill in those gaps in quadrants so quick? I legit just, so I select the points, or sometimes I use click and then I control click to get it to go to the closest point, and then I control, I believe it's control, hold on, let me, if I go back, I could show you. So so I click this one, and I click control to go all the way to this one, because it'll go the fastest route, and the fastest route is here. And then I click F to do the face. And then I just do that again for this one. So I select them all, and then I cut it with the knife. Ta-da! Have you seen the other manga the creator of How Heavy wrote? Star Strike It Rich. It's like a mix of How Heavy and Kengan Ashura. which he also wrote, which is wild. I have not seen it. Oh, it's just a fill command? Yeah. I use F for face. And so, I'm just fast about it. I never knew it could continue loops within the fill. Yeah, I know it. I know that it can, it can go to the next face, but I don't know how it does that. And so I just do it my way. And my way works just fine. I'm looking at this and part of me wishes I could just make this connect right here, but I don't know quite how. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. And it's not the most efficient or elegant option. But listen, guys, not everything's going to be efficient and elegant all the time. Sometimes you are not very good at things. And I am often not very good at things. So now one of the things that I kind of wish is that I don't like, I'm going to be so real. I kind of wish I could still have this go directly out, but I don't know of a way to make that happen quite right. I don't like this one a lot, but I'm going to leave it just for the fact of like, I've got something that's working at least. Let's go being bad at stuff. Been doing it my whole life. For real. For real. You know? Some might say I'm a pro at being bad at stuff. Because I have had thousands of years of experience in sucking at things. You know? It's all good. Okay. And then we've got this. I kind of want, I'd like to, hold on. I'm going to be a little nitpicky real quick. I kind of want this, okay, to come in just slightly. And this to come out just a little. Yeah, I think that's a little better. I think that's a little better. Sorry. I'm nitpicky about a lot of odd details. How nice does that look though, guys? Low key, low key. Tell me I'm killing it right now. For real. I'm proud of myself. So you know what that means? I think we have finally reached the point where we have the exact topology that we need and that we want. And so now we can apply our subdivision. But I actually, hold on. I'm going to apply our mirror first. So we're going to apply our mirror. And then we're going to go and create a blend shape. And then we're going to see if we can apply our subdivision. Okay, no, it can't. You can't apply the modifier with the thing. So then if I want to apply this, I have to apply it now. Now is our time. Okay. So I can remove the solidify. And then with that, we're going to go to our hands, remove this modifier. We're going to apply this modifier so that we have it mirrored. And then we're going to go to edit. Oh, wait, I'm done. I just realized I'm a little bit stupid. I'm a little bit dumb. Okay, hold on. So first we apply our subdivision, and then we are going to attach our hands and our feet. And we're going to join them, or control join. There we go. Okay, we're going to go to edit mode. Oh, that's right. The foot's on the wrong side. So hear me out. We're gonna unjoin, and then we're gonna join again. Control join with. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, can it please listen to me? Join. There we go. Okay. Edit mode. So we are going to. Oh, that's right. The solidify's on. Turn the solidify off. And then control A to select all. M by distance. So we removed 16 vertices. Okay. Perfect. Good, 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 good. So then we're going to have to attach the feet one by one, which is going to be really fucking annoying. But that's okay. So back to object mode, and we have to apply our mirror. So now our body is the full thing. Look it. We have our hands and our body attached. How fun is that? This is so exciting for me. This might not be super exciting for you guys, but I'm really happy about it. So we're going to delete our subdivision. We're going to apply our mirror, and we're going to delete our solidify. And then we're going to control, and we're going to wait. Object mode, edit mode. I just want to go in and do this first. It'll be easier if I do it this way. G, this one. And then I can solidify, like smooth it out once everything's all set in place. Guys, are you proud of me? I did so good today. I literally did so much. I'm genuinely so happy with myself. I will say, I've been working on this for ages, so finally being to the point where I can like merge the pieces together makes me super happy. I wanted to keep the feet low poly and stuff, and so that's why I had the mesh all set up like this. It was very difficult. Smart streamer, that's me. I'm the smart streamer. Yeah. Dude, I'm super excited. This is like the next step, which, dude, it's crazy nerve-wracking sometimes, and I just realized I did all of that and I didn't fucking mirror it. See, this is something that I fucking hate though, is if I don't mirror it, I'm screwed. So I have to genuinely perfectly mirror it. Let's just make sure. Good, it did mirror. Okay. So now I can just go around and select all of these again, one by one. This is really fun. Valid. Keeping feet low poly. For real, because here's the thing, is the feet being super high poly isn't going to do much for the model itself, especially since I want to have options with shoes. And I'm like, what's the point of having super detailed feet if I'm just going to put shoes over them? And it's one of those things, people don't even see it that often. So like, what's the point? And I'm generally just really excited about having like everything prepared for the like beautification process. There we go. Now, and if we A, and then control, deselect, and drag this around. Perfect! Boom! Okay, we still have that mirrored. Okay, object mode, and then control, and join, and then object mode, edit mode, control A, M, by distance. Look at that. 113 vertices. Did I have a bunch of extra vertices in my feet or something? Okay, weird. Whatever. Alright. So, this is exciting, guys. The body is all one thing now. How exciting! I'm actually so stoked. Oh, fuck. Wait a fucking minute. Hold on a minute. I just realized the fucking fingers. Wait, guys. No, because if I cut something here, it's not gonna be on the... Oh, wait a minute. Don't do that. If I cut something here, it's not gonna be on the other side. Fuck. But I wanted to add more possible loops to my fingers. Ugh. I can make it work. I can make this work, guys. I can make it work. I've committed. Okay. We're going to save. No! I was gonna do save as, not save! Oh my god. I have to undo everything I just did. God damn it. I was gonna save it as a new project. Fuck, 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 fuck. Holy shit. Please tell me I have enough to undo everything I just did. Holy shit. Okay. Now I can redo everything I did. I was about to get so angry, guys. Wait a minute. No, it doesn't redo everything. Okay, thank God it does. Okay, I thought it didn't. Okay. File, save as. There we go. Holy shit. I was going to tweak out. I upped my cap undo, but I was worried. Yeah, I raised mine to like 100. We'll put this in this folder. There we go. Ta-da! I have mine at max. That's so valid. I usually, if I fuck up that much, my whole thought is like, okay, well, I need to know how to undo things at least. So I do at least know how to undo the choices I've made. So at one point when I was doing, okay, stop. When I was doing this portion of the stomach, I learned how to redo the thing that I undid just in case that I couldn't undo it, or like I saved it and forgot to undo it. Wait, you've been doing this for this long and didn't save until now? Agni, you are a brave woman. Listen. I forget to save. I need to add one of those. I need to add one of the points redeems to be save, and it's literally just gonna be 1 point, so you guys can tell me to save. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll just save it now in this new file. There's an autosave feature. There is, yes, but also I won't remember that. So I want to see what it looks like with Shade Smooth. Look at, guys. Oh my gosh. Actually, did I not cook? Did I not cook with this, guys? Oh my goodness. I'm so happy, dude. Never trust the autosave with Blender or Unity. I never trust the autosave with anything. Clip Studio also has autosave, and guess what happens? It has crashed while it was autosaving on me. So backup file is more reliable. Yeah. Dude. Oh, I'm so happy. I am legit. I'm very happy right now. It turned out so good. It turned out so good. I want to use a matte cap, but specifically this one. This is the one that I like to use the most because it really does show me like all the differences in the shading and stuff. Look at how nice. Also, thighs! For real. I really went ham with the thighs on this one. I'm so happy. I made so much progress today. I made so much progress and I got to stream it and I'm so happy. Guys, I'm a pro. I'm literally the best ever. I'm lying though. I'm literally not. Dude, but it looks so good. Let's lose the head for a minute. Cause look at this. I actually kind of killed it. I can't leave the dogs. Take them with you. Guys, I'm gonna be staring at this for like the next 5 hours off stream. Why are you blue? Why are you blue? Dude, I love seeing the cat pictures, like with cats that are literally just blue, and it's like, why are you blue? Oh my god. Dude. You guys are gonna have to start praising me more because I'm literally so good at this. So prismatic, for real. I'm so happy right now. Okay. Anyway, this seems like a really good time to end my stream. Let's go see if anybody else is live right now. Oh my god, I'm so happy. My brain, so proud of myself. So proud. I'm literally the coolest person in existence, and no one is live. Damn it. I ain't praising you. I'm being jealous. Yeah. That's fine. You could be jealous. That's a type of praise. Victory drink. Hell yeah. You know what's funny? That is the exact same color as the Baja Blast I am drinking right now. Wait, Agni, my friend is live. Can we raid her? Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Agni's live. We should raid Agni, guys. Anyway, since none of the other girls are live right now, am I allowed to ask, or is that against the rules? To raid someone? Oh, okay. Sorry, without the commas, it looks like a joke. But if you do have a friend you want me to raid, hell yeah, let me know. You are 100% allowed to ask because yeah, I don't have a lot of people I'm following. It's literally just like the girls and like 2 or 3 other people. No, 4 other people that I met. My buddy Reborn is live. Hold on, Reborn again. 27. Let me take a look at his stream. All right, bet. Okay. Let me take a look. Ooh, cool design. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, we'll raid. Let's raid. Give me a sec. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much for everyone joining me on stream today. I hope you had a really good time. I had the best time. Don't die, it's illegal. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I think I said that already. Eat a lot, sleep a lot, drink a lot. Rest well. I'm gonna rest well, and I will see you next time. Be nice to Reborn. Bye.